We're going to continue to see more effects from all of those wildfires here really through this weekend, more than possibly we have for the entire time that all of those have been burning here across the state. Warmer temperatures today, but the big story is that the winds are going to shift. Instead of coming out of the southeast and keeping that smoke out of the region, winds will instead be coming out of the northwest, pushing that smoke closer to us here and spreading that across central Oregon. So we are expecting to see some very smoky skies ahead. And here's exactly what I mean, putting our smoke forecast into motion here. You can see for the earlier parts of this morning, we're going to stay in that light to clear range. However, it doesn't take long for that to change as those northwesterly breezes gradually pushing the smoke here across the region, mainly from the Lion's Head and the Santiam fire, burning a combined 240,000 acres right now. You can see later on this evening, half of central Oregon is in that extremely dense range. And then through the overnight and into the early hours of tomorrow, all of us are then in that purple, that extremely dense smoke level range. And that's where we expect to stay really for the entire day on Friday and Saturday as well. So what does that mean for our air quality? Well, you can probably imagine it's going to lead to some very unhealthy levels. Gradually, again, the change happens. Not instantly, but over time later on this evening and then through Friday and into Saturday. You can see we go from where we were in the green level for most of us here in central Oregon into a red color, putting us in that very unhealthy range. So experts are saying you should close your windows this weekend, and if you are an at-risk individual in a sensitive group, then you should probably consider limiting your outdoor activity this weekend. Winds, again, they're switching. They're going to stay on the calmer side for the most part, though, which means that the smoke level is going to stay closer to the surface. We do get a bit of a jump here in our wind speeds later on tomorrow evening. You can see Warm Springs at 16 miles an hour, Madras at 13, both closer to that Lion's Head fire there. Several others in the double-digit wind speeds. They don't stay there for long. Again, our wind speeds are going to stay fairly calm, keeping that smoke level closer to the surface, making our air quality even more and more unhealthy. The allergy forecast showing us low pollen counts in grass. Nothing else to keep track of right there. Current temperatures across central Oregon in the 30s and 40s across the board, outside of a cool 29 degrees right now in Lapine, and then Sun River and Sisters not too far behind, just a degree above freezing right now. Forecast highs for today in Jefferson County in the high 80s, low 90s, 92 degrees for a forecast high in Warm Springs. In Crook County, everyone topping out in the high 80s. In Deschutes County, a bit of the same story, the mid to high 80s across the board. You can see Terrebonne and Redmond topping out at 89 degrees apiece. Bend and Sun River at 86. Alfalfa and Lapine, same with Tumalo, hitting 87s across the board there. Now we dip in temperature just a bit, though, staying in the high 80s, expecting to stay hazy through the weekend. But then to start your week next week, a bit of a change into the low 80s and mid 70s as far as your temperatures go, and we might see some showers on each of those days. 15 past the hour. We'll be right back.